Did you love the intercontinental, or whatever the fuck their name of the title is, title match between Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly?
Unfortunate for these two, this was I'm going to take a break for a little while, so I missed a portion of the match because I wasn't really interested in it. So I was able to walk away and,
Exactly.
I saw the finish and I saw the big happy moment at the end where Adam Cole proved he could walk.
Yes. But here is the problem, is that besides, I'll go ahead and spoiler alert, not like this is any surprise, except for Danielson and Ostrich, this was the only other legitimate wrestling match on this fucking program. And it was, if you want great bell-to-bell wrestling, which is what even Uncle Dave says, and the AEW fans say, well, this is the greatest bell-to-bell wrestling. If you want great bell-to-bell wrestling, mat wrestling, high spots, what UFC's MMA style influence, whatever, these two are your guys. They've got great basics. They were serious. They don't do this trampoline, lucha, fucking acrobatic cheerleading routine bullshit. They lay their shit in. It's an athletic contest instead of the fucking floor exercise. And the problem is that nobody gives a fuck about either one of these guys because they are booked into that corner by this how Roddy's been used. And Kyle O'Reilly, after 2 years as an injury of being out with an injury, for the first time ever, I think, in wrestling history, a babyface comes back from a near career-ending injury, almost 2 years on the shelf, comes back looking like a homeless hobo, gets no push whatsoever, and loses his return match against his ex-friend and partner. So did Kyle just come back to have that, okay, fuck it, thank you, you're done, because he's useless again, like they made him last time? And the people politely liked the effort here, but none of these guys are over because they've been booked by Tony Khan and made to look like imbeciles. So you got a great in-ring performance and rotten booking that prevented this match from being a money match on the card or important in any way. But they, when you talk about the earlier signing, I know you got mad. I like Okada. Maybe I don't like you too much, Brian. But Okada can't wash these guys' balls on effort or execution. And if you had a serious wrestling promotion with a sports-based presentation, if we could get the WWE style booking and to make stars along with the execution of guys like this, you could have pro wrestling as UFC. You could have weight classes that meant something. You could have people, the mainstream audience, invested in guys' performances. But instead, it either has to be, and now I think the WWE's realizing that, since the same company owns both. Instead of a fucking indie clown show where a bunch of stupid fucks do choreographed routines with furniture breaking, you make stars with individual personalities that people care about. You give them a reason to want to see these people fight each other. And then you have athletic resolutions of those conflicts like Strong and O'Reilly, or or Danielson and Osprey, and that's your modern style, bell-to-bell, exciting pro wrestling. Not a bunch of children jacking off playing pretend. Am I crazy?
I don't think the children jacking off's the answer. I don't think these two guys are the answer either. I think at this point, I think maybe there was an argument a while back, but in 2024, things have gone past this. This was like a Ring of Honor Slamboree match.
Well,
Roddy's in better shape than he was then. Kyle's in worse shape than he was then.
Yes, he is. But that's what I'm saying. It's not these guys, but if it was only bell to bell, you can't get much better than these guys. But it's not only bell to bell. It's fucking personalities. It's booking. It's a whole structure. It's up and down the card. It's not just one match on it. And then you go back to the goddamn Dancing Bears. It would have to be a style, and that's what they're doing in the WWE now. Is they're not having guys, that are fucking technical masters. Billy Robinson is not going to become their champion, but they're getting guys over with individual personalities and telling stories, and they're seeing that the athleticism still needs to be more of a part of it. I hope getting away from the furniture and the indie bullshit, and instead going more to the Logan Pauls and or a UFC crossover, where you get some of those guys involved. But it would be nice if there was a serious marriage of something, instead of these guys having to go out there and do what they were doing very good. Great basics, lay shit in, potato with the forearms, whatever. But it's like a fucking screen door on a submarine. It's so out of place when they're going to bring the fucking furniture back in the next match, or do stupid stunts with the goddamn run-ins on the finishes, or nobody takes either one of these guys seriously to begin with, because one's a fucking hobo that just got out of goddamn a coma, and the other one's been a fucking idiot for the past year and a half on this show.
Yeah. That's the problem.
But it was wonderful bell to bell.
Roddy finally showed some real personality, and then he went way too far with it way too quickly.
Yes.
And now I'm sick of him. And I'll let you finish the big Return of the Undisputed Kingdom here.
Yes, that is. And they have the match, and then suddenly Wardlow just comes out and he's going to step into the ring, and the referee sees him and says, "Get out of here." And he does. He just goes back out. And the match continued, and then Roddy just hit his finish. Boom, 1, 2, 3. And, again, wonderful wrestling match. And it's a shame. And then Cole and Taven and Bennett were on the stage, and Cole in his wheelchair, and then suddenly Cole got up and walked to the ring and gave Wardlow a dirty look, because Wardlow's giving them dirty looks, because Wardlow's unhappy again by being mistreated and talked to like a stooge again by the people that he inexplicably works for no reason again. And O'Reilly, meanwhile, has lost his first match back from a 2-year injury against his old friend that seemed to turn his back on him in some way. I don't fucking know. I don't know what they did. Kyle was just wandering around in a soma coma backstage. What the fuck?
Well, you don't have to worry about the loss meaning anything, because I think everyone forgot that he lost the match as soon as they were just happy that the heel was able to walk.
Yes, they were ecstatic that the fucking devil, that the man who cost MJF the world title and the long-running Black Scorpion-like reveal of the devil. No, the devil got crippled, but now the devil can walk again. Praise God, he's healed the devil. Lay your hands on the radio. They need a staff psychiatrist. They don't need a disciplinary committee. They don't need a legal team. They need a staff psychiatrist to come out at the end of the program and explain to all of us at home exactly how we're supposed to understand how these people fucking think.
Hey, on that topic, real quick, I don't know where the best spot to say this is, so I'll say it here. Jim Ross did a bunch of matches on this show. I thought he did a great job on this night.
He had energy, and maybe that's the thing is because it's 4 fucking hours. Good God. Maybe, he comes out, boom, it's a start. It comes out, boom, and then boom, and goes back and sits there because you're numb. What else can you say? So I think, yes, spurts, but he had energy, and his voice sounded stronger than last time that we heard him, or one of the last times we heard him.
I thought he did a good job.
So that, and You know, again, they've got a good announcing team in there somewhere. But Sockface gets in the way of all of them, and Shivani's just, there to stooge. And there's Taz, there's Nigel, there's JR when motivated and not being insulted with what's in front of him in the ring. And there's Ian Riccaboni is still around there somewhere. There's a great announcing team in the middle of all this fucking effluvia too.